Hey, good evening, everyone. Good to see everybody. If you can put in the chat bar where you're dialing in from tonight, that would be great. What city, what state, where you're dialing in from? I'm dialing in tonight from South Beach, worst places to be. Good to see everybody. Again, where y'all dialing in from tonight? Let's see what we got. Ohio. Wow, welcome, Ohio. Tampa, I know you, girl. South Carolina, welcome, Vegas, baby. Great stuff happened in Nevada and in Massachusetts as the rates are doubling for electricity. Cali, Mr. Summers, welcome, Naples. Good to see the folks on Florida. We're coming off an amazing Florida tour. All of our leaders getting together, multiple events in Tampa and Orlando, event last week in California. Let's give it another few seconds here, give everybody a chance to get their folks on. Welcome, Georgia and Cali and Colorado, another great market for us. And again, we appreciate you all being here. We appreciate your time, and we are going to respect that time. Welcome, everybody, tonight. My name is Bobby Smith. I'm the field president of Powur Solar. Again, you'll hear tonight featured on Inc. magazine as the fastest growing solar company in the United States. 4 years in a row. And again, as you'll hear, there's only a few companies in the history of the United States that have ever hit Inc. magazine 4 years in a row. Ray, if you want to light up your presentation, our purpose here tonight, again, my name is Bobby Smith, again, field president with Powur, if you're just joining. And our goal here tonight is to introduce our guests here tonight to what we're doing, what we stand for, why we're doing it, and give you a reason to join our company and be a part of the future of renewable energy. So I just had the privilege of spending some time with this woman and her husband. I think he's going to be grilling something up for us tomorrow night. I'm not sure. That's the rumor. But with that, Race, are you out there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
We can. Race is a top performer in our company, making a huge difference in the state of Florida and around the country, together with her husband, just resetting the bar for what it's like to sell solar, manage a family, have multiple businesses, be an entrepreneur, and just live the kind of life you want to live. I heard they're buying me a house too, another house. So I'm digging that. So we appreciate that. So the house
Whatever.
next door to you. With that, Race, I want to turn it over to you and walk these nice folks through what we're doing and why we're doing
I love it. Whatever it takes to keep you close, Bobby. I
it.
heard about the grilling too. I'll be the one eating with you.
Let's
Well,
get him going. Get him ready.
that's right. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy to have everyone on. Let's go ahead and put some flames in the chat for the legend, Bobby Smith, right? Always coming on, showing, even he's in South Beach, guys, and he still is here with us. So that really shows his commitment to the field, to growing, and his leadership with Powur. So let's give it up for Bobby. I know he gets more of other things instead of getting his flowers. So we're going to give him some flowers tonight. So welcome. We're very happy to have everyone here tonight. Tonight's really an opportunity for you to hear about Powur, a company that's growing at unprecedented rates and just making a major splash in the solar industry. But before we get started, I'd like to look at the chat and drop your name. Where are you calling from today? I like to see where we are in the nation. It's super exciting to see. Plus, other people could see it as well. Let us know if you're seeing Powur for the first time. So if you're seeing Powur for the first time, go ahead and type that in the chat and let us know who invited you. Many of you might already know and love Powur, but tonight's really a special night designed for anyone who's here learning and listening about Powur for the first time. So a little bit about me. Prior to actually coming onto the Powur platform, me and my husband ran a direct sales company for 6 years, and we ran into this platform kind of by accident. One of the top leaders and top mentors in the Powur platform literally lived only 5 minutes from us, and we got connected through other business ventures, and he showed us the Powur platform. And fast forward 6 months in to coming into the Powur platform, everything changed. Powur really became the heartbeat for us, and it really allowed me and my family to have a significant income and a second income at that, because we already ran a very successful business. We understood the model. We know where solar is going, right? And so now we're super excited about the future as we continue to help to accelerate the adoption of clean energy alongside with all of the power warriors on here. So as you can see, we install a lot of solar, but we're not a solar company. We're a platform. What exactly that means is that we'll talk about that tonight, but in brief, Powur is a platform built to accelerate the adoption of clean energy. And I'd like to make a case for everyone that's watching tonight on why we are in the right industry at the right time and why Powur is the actually right company and the platform to help you build a thriving solar business. The great part, it's an industry that people are flocking to. Think about what we've seen in the news, the electric rates, right? We've seen how EV cars are starting to become more popular, how the federal government is pushing us to be able to be more self-sustainable through renewable energy. And the price of energy, right? How many of you guys have seen, type of one in the chat, the price of energy just continuing to increase? So what we provide our customers is really a value of solar versus the status quo, which is their electric company, right? So renting versus owning. They're able to save up to 50% on energy costs, right? In this inflation market, if we can save anyone 50% off of one bill, that is a blessing. So we are really blessing a lot of the homeowners out there. It's zero down. So it literally zero out of pocket for the clients to transition over. They receive a federal tax credit of up to 30% if they qualify. They immediately increase the value of their home. So obviously, as homeowners, we're always looking for ways to increase the value of our home. And you're also contributing to what we want to do, which is accelerating the clean energy space by being able to provide clean and renewable energy. So let's talk about the business of solar and why you're here tonight and how big is the opportunity that we're talking about. And let me tell you, it's big. Let's look at 130 million homes, right? So if we're looking at 130 million homes, and obviously there's homes being built every day, so this number is going to continue to grow. 90 million are eligible for solar, right? So based on what we've been able to track, 90 million are eligible for solar, and only 3.5 million have gone solar. Less than 4% of eligible homes have solar. So if it's that much of a no-brainer, what I just said, right? Being able to save 50%, zero out of pocket, 30% federal tax credit. If it's that much of a no-brainer, why is it that we are completely saturated? Why is this still an industry sitting at 3 to 4% penetration when there's 87 million households who can benefit from solar? Well, we truly believe that it's because of how it's actually been distributed, right? So in 2021, someone went solar every single minute, but we really think it's the model. Solar has been largely the same for so many years. While there's been a lot of innovation on the technology and the system, there's been very little innovation on how to bring it and the model to bring it to the customers. So as Bucky Fuller said, systems, he basically said, consider one of the early innovators that led to the solar technology, said to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality, build a new model, right? That makes these models obsolete. And it's true, you can't affect change by fighting the existing reality. You have to be able to build a new model. So we've seen this in so many industries. Think about the way you do business with so many companies in your day-to-day interactions. Traditional retail has shifted to a world where we press a button and expect anything we want on our doorstep, right? If you received an Amazon package today, type of one in the chat. I know I did, right? My husband says that Amazon pretty much lives here, but it's so simple. It's so easy, right? The delivery comes through. So there's no longer those times where we have to actually walk into a store. And a lot of times we actually find the things to be actually more price effective on the Amazon platform too. So if you look at other industries such as the taxi versus the Uber model, right? The Uber model being able to be a platform that many people can connect to be able to make money by doing the share revenue driving. And then of course the Marriott and Airbnb debate. Right now when we travel, we're more looking at the Airbnb, VRBO platforms versus actually looking at a hotel, because a lot of times it's actually a little bit less and more convenient, right? I don't know about you guys. I love my coffee in the morning. So I love that I have a Keurig and I have a kitchen when I get an Airbnb. And then looking at the blockbuster Netflix, right? That's a whole story in itself as to how that revolutionized. But being able to actually get that streaming right on your phone, right on your TV. We have the smart TVs now. I mean, things have changed. The way that business is done, this platform economy is rapidly changing how we do business, how we live, industry by industry. Let's look at how real estate was done, right? Shout out to eXp, who's one of the leading brokers, virtual platform, providing so much more for their brokers and actually breaking records, right? This is exactly what Powur is doing for the solar industry. So this is an example that we are well on our way to being the defining category leader for a platform that redefines, empowers, and accelerates an industry that is most important to our generation when you think about it, which is clean energy. And it's all about the platform economy, the business model, right? The Powur platform connects all the players that are needed in the industry. So we start with the seller, right? Which is the independent certified trained solar experts. And then we move on. And what it means is that because our sellers get access to leading solutions. So we have our installation partners, top local and regional installers that attach to our platform. We have the product partners, high quality panels, inverters, batteries, financing, and more, which means we give them a customized solution for less than the competition. And then what that simply means is that for the homeowners, it allows us to give them access to affordable, but also customized solutions. So we have a transparent cost of goods model, fully customized solutions, leading equipment. As I mentioned, we have buying power, which equals value, right? Being able to have a company that actually is revenue. And also an exclusive 30-year warranty, right? This is something that is not offered in the solar industry. It was one of the things that make us the most competitive, and our $1,000 ambassador referral program. If you are offering $1,000 per referral, let me tell you, you're going to get a lot more referrals, and you're able to do that through our platform. So regardless of where you're coming from and who invited you here and what your background is, I knew absolutely zero about solar when I was introduced to this. I know a little bit about sales because of the industry that I was in prior, but we have thousands of professionals on our platform succeeding. And we recently did a survey, and we learned that about half of our users have previous solar experience, and about 80% have previous sales experience, and many have no experience at all. And regardless of where you're coming from, if you're watching this for the first time, the Powur platform empowers you with everything that you need to succeed, as you're going to learn. So let's watch a video of just 3 of our successful sellers and their success power with Powur.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70 hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes and they took us on an all expenses paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
So as you can see, you guys just heard from 3 of the most successful stories in Powur. One with absolutely 0 sales, 0 solar experience, William, who's a very close friend. We actually just spent some time together here in Tampa and Orlando. Cynthia, who has been in the solar industry for 10 years, now attaching herself, 3-4 years ago to this platform and having the most success she's ever had in her career. And then we're talking about Jeff, who comes from Verizon's cell phone sales, having a lot of success here. So as a solar professional and entrepreneur, what you get on this platform is everything you need to run a successful solar business, from initial lead generation to the sales process to complete fulfillment of solar projects. You get everything you need in a cloud-based platform that lets you sell virtually from anywhere. We have marketing assets and materials. The brand messaging is all done by Powur. We have virtual proposal tool for your clients. We actually have our own software that we embedded into the platform. We also have an online back office, homeowner presentation materials, PDFs. We're going to show you some graphics here in a second. The training and the knowledge base is the most effective. I've been in many other companies, seen many other trainings and courses, and I've never seen something so detailed as the Powur platform. So here's an example of what the social media graphics look like. So as you can see, you know, the brand messaging is done by Powur. You have a powerful marketing and prospecting tools such as your own personal website. So people can actually look at your website and it'll be branded by Powur with your information on it. They can enter their information and you can lead capture. They're also able to learn about solar, right? The tax credit and things like that. We have flyers already created for you. You don't have to, all you have to do is add your name, email address, phone number, print them out. You can have these with you everywhere you go. In fact, you can actually buy and purchase mailing lists. So you can actually do postcards, add your information, purchase a mailing list. If you want to put your zip code, and this will fall in everyone's mailbox in that neighborhood. So very, very powerful tool to get your name out there. On top of that, we have customized proposal design software, which allows you to sit down with your client and give them that custom experience of, you know, some clients don't like the panels in the front. So we kind of give them that experience of having them hands-on on the design, being able to see what they're paying currently versus what their solar payment will be, to really see those savings that we talk about, being able to go different types of financing, right? Lease, loan, cash, they're able to see that, what their savings are. Now, I love our Powur University certification and knowledge base because it really is courses to learn the industry. I've never seen anything like it, with quizzes, detailed courses, and it's very, very specific to what you'll need to do in order to be able to design a project. You'll learn about roofing, you'll learn about the battery backup, but our Powur knowledge base is more like a Google, right? So you're able to type in, let's say if you have questions on roofing, on warranty, on the equipment, on a state specific, right? Depending on where you're selling, you're going to be able to know how to sell in that market, because we actually have market development calls for each state, but you also have the knowledge base that gives you all the information you need to be able to sell within that market. You also have information about our manufacturers, how to contact them, the lenders, how to contact them, for example, what credit scores are needed and things like that. We have a virtual site survey that speeds up the installation process, making it a lot easier for our client base as well. And, you know, one of the things that I love about Powur is they're so detailed when it comes to what's in our back office. We're able to see dashboard or reporting and a ticket system. We're able to see everything that's going on with our projects live on the dashboard. Okay, so this is just an example of what you'll be able to see with your projects, the ticket system. And believe me, I knew nothing about this when I started. Our ambassadors get their own portal, so they're able to enter their leads. If they go solar with you, then they get paid $1,000 for their leads through that platform separately. And last but not least, the websites, we currently added a blog, so it really shares a lot of different information when it comes to the platform. So really is a platform for you to be able to go out there. So now I get to show you the money. Powur is completely different from any other solar company in the industry because we have a cost of goods model versus a red line. So Powur keeps only 15% of the net margin on any project. And here's how you benefit from that. So on the personal deals, you keep 70% of the net margin, meaning that on any project, the average is between $6,000 to $7,000 on most deals, and you get paid daily as your deals reach a commissionable stage. Then we have the Partnered Sales Tier 3 program, which you can earn while you learn and make more with the split commissions than most companies pay when you sell on your own. So example, you know, me and my husband, we grew a pretty significant team. I think within our first 90 days, we brought in 150 people. So we were able to leverage the platform and use a tier 3 mentor to help us with our first 3 deals. But once we became mentors, we were also able to help our team get through that first tier, which we're going to go over. So we also have a lucrative revenue share program, and Powur pays that from the 30% that they keep. So on every project, if you choose to refer others and build a team, you don't have to, because you can make a lot of money with personal sales. But as you can see, you open up 2 more streams of revenue by being able to benefit from the revenue share, which on each project between level 1 and 6 can be anywhere between $150 to $550 per project. And then having the partner sales where you're doing split 50-50 commissions with the new sellers. And Powur is committed to the growth and creating an entrepreneur community. And with that being said, they also offer stock options. So you really get to be owner of the Powur platform based on production. And one thing that I've never seen in the solar industry, even talking to other solar, we're going on 3 years, almost 3 years now with the platform, is the finance rebates, right? So Powur, actually, you will earn a rebate on every eligible loan. So example, you get 1.5% of the eligible loan that most of our clients are using finance, right, and loan to be able to fund their projects. And just by using one of our finance partners, you get a kickback from them. So on top of the commission of $6,000 to $7,000, the share revenue, the partner sales, you're also making anywhere between $600 to $800 per project. Most other solar companies keep that finance rebate. It's not even a question that there's no one else that's doing this but Powur being able to actually give that back to the actual seller. So that's one of the 5 ways. So it's a simple path here with our platform. Basically, you start as now that you've seen how much money you can make and how lucrative the revenue can be. The simple path that you take is once you complete an interactive certification course, so you'll get started, you'll complete your certification. We call it the tier 1 certification. Everyone starts as a tier 1 seller. You'll complete a minimum of 1 to 3 deals, and you're going to earn while you learn. So that means that on average, you can earn $3,500 per home just getting started. If you could just pique interest, tag a tier 3 mentor, and go 50-50 with that mentor, you'll do 3 deals like that. You'll make $3,500. We had a testimony the other day about a gentleman that got started and within 2 days already had his first 3 deals at an average of $4,000 per deal. And we were able to help him with that. So once you do the first tier, between 1 or 3 projects, then you actually graduate and you become a tier 2 seller. And what that means is that now you can start closing deals on your own and earning the full 70% commission. So at this level, you'll complete a minimum of 5 personal deals, which will now help you become expert level on the solar platform. And then you can if you're interested, you can grow into the option of becoming a tier 3 seller, which is what I am and my husband are, which is not only the option of close your own deals in your personal, but also to help any other Powur person that comes into the platform close their deals and mentor new sellers. At every level here, you're eligible to refer others. So you don't have to wait to hit tier 3 to start building a team. You can refer others and earn revenue share at every level, and you can earn the stock options at every level. So at this level, you can earn $7,000 on average per project that you personally close, but on average, you can earn $3,500 on average for your paired projects 50-50. So that's really it. There's 3 tiers, super simple, right? Pretty much you have to get through 8 deals to get to tier 3. And of course, we want all of our sellers to achieve the tier 3 status, and we want our sellers to be very well trained and represent Powur and the solar opportunity well to our homeowners. So our training programs are second to none because of that. We have a state-of-the-art training center that looks more like a media production company than a solar company. And it's very interactive. We have so many different types of topics ranging from lead generation, in solar operational processes. The lenders will come on live and kind of explain everything. We had a very good training today with one of the lenders. And the best part is that with our tier program, you can learn as you earn. So if it takes you a little bit to learn it, it's okay. You can always use a mentor on the platform and still earn while you're taking all of this in. So that's one of the things that I love. This model has contributed to substantial growth. We started in 2014 as just a lead generation company. And, you know, when we switched to the cost of good models in 2020, we went from 8.8 million to almost 96 million, right? To go from 8.8 million to 96 million, that shows that the COGS model, what we did is working, right? We're truly just getting started. We ended 2022 at 323 million. So we made 23 million by accident. And I think we closed in 2023 with over 400 million in revenue. So company is strong and it continues to get strong year after year. So you've heard about Powur, you know, we've talked a little bit about the industry, right? Massive market potential. We're talking about 3 to 4% penetration in the market. And we are nowhere where we need to be solar wise, and you get to be able to drive that as you see solar is continuously growing. Our product, we have the most flexible, affordable solar solutions for our homeowners. The income, right? Is no question that the power warriors and the power sellers are making way more money than any solar company or any solar sales rep out there. Our company is growing, seeing the numbers, the revenue growing every single year just really shows that there is something here with this platform that is working. The technology, being able to leverage this amazing platform, the leaders, the top solar professionals are in Powur. So being able to leverage these mentors. But what we didn't talk about is the team and the culture. And, you know, I always say everything rises and falls on leadership. So let's take a look at this video with our CEO.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But you know, I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time. And the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
It's easy to see why we love our CEO, Jonathan, right? With that passion. And again, when he says no one is close to doing what we are, he's completely right. And when you have someone like that leading the company, you simply can't go wrong. And it's no wonder that he continues to attract incredible people to join this journey. So I'm super excited with him. Obviously, our mission is to accelerate the adoption of clean energy worldwide. And, you know, we're following Jonathan into the trenches, and it just gives us an idea, to give you an idea of what kind of company we are. Powur at its core is we are a certified B Corp. And it's a public benefit corporation, which means everything that we do is focused on the highest possible positive impact that we can in the world, balancing purpose with profit. But you just can't take my word for it. I am, a Powur warrior. I'm also a Powur customer. We went solar on our home, and, this month our utility bill came to $20, after paying $300-400 a month. So we live and breathe this, but our customers say this all the time, from $770 to $14 electric bill, being able to help someone in this capacity. And we're proud of many of the accolades that I've shared with you tonight, but none more than our 5-star rating on Yelp, A+ rating on our Better Business Bureau, and our high NPS scores. And these scores mean that we're winning for our customers. They mean that we're making a difference in people's lives. And the highest compliment that we receive is when one of our customers refers someone else to Powur, and we really do truly get that, we do get that compliment daily. So enough about us, back to where it all started. There's a massive opportunity, 87 million eligible homes. A solar installation is happening every 60 seconds now. What part of that will be yours? How big can your impact be? You can be a part of not only a major shift in how we power our homes, but moving the world to a clean energy future. But also you can be a part of a shift for yourself and as a wealth strategy for your family. A shift that can mean freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, financial freedom, and a shift that could quite possibly literally change your life like it did for me, Cynthia, Jeff, William, as you heard their stories as well. As you can see, the cost and what you receive. So you're going to basically get the entire Powur platform. And this is just basically telling you it's a $99 one-time onboarding fee. And then it's $85 monthly cost. When I saw this, I was like, wait, what? I can have my own virtual solar sales company for, $184 to get started, $85 a month after that. The $99 is a one-time fee. I get all of the tools, the training, the support. I get access to the technology and the top leaders in the solar industry. To me, that was a no-brainer. But what I love the most is that there's 3 different pathways. If you're considering joining the Powur platform, you know, we have our Powur seller license to be able to actually go out there. And then we have our Powur Pro license. So the Powur seller pathway, that's ideal based on where you are, right? If you're already a solar professional, you can come in with the Powur Pro license. If you are in the HVAC roofing industry, you can come in as an enterprise. So there's different ways to join our platform. But right now we have a promotion. So I'm super excited because this has never happened in Powur, and they're actually waiving the $99 activation until February 10th. So that means that for $85, you can actually come in and start working your solar business, piquing interest, tagging a tier 3 mentor, and already being able to process and go through those tier levels. So after you leave here tonight, I'm telling you, I told this to my husband, you'll never look at a roof the same way. It now represents an opportunity to help that family go solar and start saving from day one, an opportunity to earn more and build a thriving solar business. When you look at a roof and you're like, wow, I could have made $6,000, $7,000. There's someone out there going solar every 60 seconds. It really changes your perspective on this business and an opportunity to be part of the solution for the greatest crisis of our generation. So I really invite you to get back with the person who invited you here tonight. I invite you to join us in our mission, and I will see all of you guys at the top. Bobby, are you out? Are you on?
I am. Wow. Can we give it up in the chat part for Reza? That's about as good as you can deliver this message. So again, hats off to you. Can we grab Brian and Matthew and get a spotlight on them? And you know, folks, again, what does that promotion mean? That not only means that you can register tonight and enroll without the sign-up fee, but that means that you've got weeks, literally, to get your business started and start. If you choose to build an organization, you can start sharing that with others and have that same promotion as well. So why don't we start with Brian? Brian, you out there, man?
I'm out here. How you doing?
What's happening? How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Awesome. Matthew's there too. Hey, Brian, if you could take a minute and just share with the folks quickly, you know, what your background is, where you came from.
All right. So I've been a mortgage banker basically since 1995. I've owned a company. I've had 300 people under me. I've scaled down recently, have a small team. Rates started getting high. We all know that. Anybody that follows that saw rates going up about 1.5 or 2 years ago. And I started having some free time on for myself, and stumbled across Chris Bernasso's message on Facebook. It pulled me right in. For all you new people out there, I still consider myself new. I've been in this business only for a year and a few months, knew nothing about solar, but I knew some things about sales. I liked what I saw. I mean, I saw a company that was growing. I saw a company that was stable. I saw a company that was active in 20+ markets. I saw 5 different ways to make income. So I jumped right in, and honestly, it was the best decision I've made. Like I said, I know they say you can do 1 or 3 of these deals on your own, but me being so new, I used a mentor for 6 deals, and I've got a great mentor. Shout out to Emmett Summers. He helped me with my first 6 deals that just came in real quick. And I'm still reaching out to him and other people. That's what I love about this company. There are so many resources with the knowledge base, with other people, with mentors. If you don't know the answer, and many times I don't, we get it, we find it. And it's everybody I talk to is passionate about it, and the paychecks are good too.
I love it, man. Well, congratulations on your early success. Matthew, what was your background? Can you share with the folks what your background was?
Yeah, my background has been solar. I've actually been selling solar since 2009. So about 14 years here now. Started with the local company, worked for Solar City for a while, went independent almost 10 years ago, and have sold for probably at least 10 different companies over the last 10 years. So, this has been my life and my bread and butter for quite a while. And,
So that's a great viewpoint. If I can, Matt. So you are Solar Pro. You've seen it all. You've been with multiple companies. Why is this different?
Yeah, it's a good question. I was reluctant at first. I was for a while. Honestly, I probably was on the platform for a year before I started doing much, because I've sold for so many companies that I was just really disappointed by. And, what brought me in the door, frankly, was just really good pricing. It was better pricing than I had seen anywhere else. And, came in through Jonathan Brunasso, and he struck me as somebody who was trustworthy and knew that he'd been in the industry for a long time. And what's really made the difference for me, it was like, what brought me in the door was pricing. It was good product. It was the best warranty in the business. It was the ability to sell in 25 different markets across the country. The ability to grow a team without having to deal with all the headaches around payroll.
There you go.
Yeah, what's really kept me here more than anything is the people. I went to my first leadership training like 2 years ago, and that was where I really turned a corner. I got to actually meet the folks that I was working with. I made friends. I saw that these were the kinds of people that I wanted to surround myself with. And, I've since become friends with a number of these people. And I'm just really, really grateful to be part of a community that is so successful in their business and also living really healthy lives and just, living the kind of lives that I aspire to want to live myself. So I just be around the people in this organization.
I love it. And what would you say in closing to the people that are making the decision out there? You got some Solar Pros on here. Brian will talk to the other, disciplines, if you will. But what would you say to the solar professionals out there? There's a lot of shiny objects out there. There's new ridiculous startups coming up all the time. We're watching our competition crumble around us on a daily basis. We're attracting vice presidents from other companies, it seems like, on a monthly basis now, as monsters from the industry are joining us. What would you say to the folks out there making a decision tonight?
Yeah, definitely do it. You got more options in terms of product and finance than any other company. We have more competitive pricing than any other company. And something that's really unique about Powur's business model is that it's not a model where most people are doing like paid lead generation. So what the leadership in Powur is training its salespeople to do is build a referral-based business, which is a total game changer. There's a lot of people out there chasing leads, and doing paid advertising, like you said, a lot of shiny objects, and you go down that road, and it's so easy to burn, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month on advertising that doesn't lead to much chasing bad leads. And when you start to build a referral-based business comes your way, and it's the kind of business that you want. And nobody's teaching better than the people here at Powur.
We are blessed to have over 60,000 people that have signed up to refer solar to us because they love what we stand for. They love the fact that we're a public benefit corporation. They love our culture, just like you said. And we thank you, Matthew, for all your great contributions to the platform and what you stand for. And obviously, you're one of us. What we do and how we do it attracts the best of the best. Brian, it's a very unique time out there in the industry. Mortgage rates have changed. The mortgage industry, I used to own one. The real estate industry has taken some big hits. They've changed the way they pay commissions. what would you say to to the people out there making a decision, like whether they're in mortgage or real estate or whatever industry they might be in? What would you say to them as they're making a decision tonight?
I would say that you can do both of these jobs at the same time, although now I'm doing more solar than mortgages. But for those people that are in that industry, it's a no-brainer. You've already got a database of homeowners. You've already got trust with these people because you've either sold them a home or financed their home. So when you can call them up, touch base with them, see how they're doing, and throw in the fact that, hey, let me save you some money, let me help save the planet, it's a no-brainer. I mean, use your database, learn this field, learn this industry, make some money for yourself, help the planet, help your homeowners. It's a great opportunity. I think those people that are realtors or mortgage lenders should 100% be looking into this. And I'm reaching out to some daily.
Yeah, which leads me to the next point, what's coming up soon. I agree with you 100%. Again, having owned the mortgage company, I don't know why every mortgage company doesn't have a solar division. Every roofing company doesn't have a solar division. Every HVAC company doesn't have a solar division. How can you be a real estate agent in good conscience and sell or recommend real estate without understanding energy costs? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So again, Brian, we appreciate everything you're contributing to the platform. Everybody loves what you're doing. And you're working out there with them, and who's just a rock star on our platform. I work with them personally, and again, you can't get any more respected than them in the solar industry. So we really thank you for everything you're doing, man, and just weaving your talents into our culture as well. Folks like these gentlemen and Raisa have talked about tonight, this is a very special time. So again, if you're making a decision, remember, the industry's not new, and we're not new. That's something that scares people. This is that very unique moment in time when you can catch a company with a 10-year track record that's looking at raising another $100 million to go public on Wall Street. We've already broken 2 world records raising money. It's not that we need the money. That's what you do when you prepare for an IPO, right? And we're also heading into a very special month called Career Month, where we've set aside a month. We used to do it in a week, but we can't handle it anymore. It needs to be a month. And 1 week we talk to real estate. We have special events like this for real estate agents and mortgage professionals, another one for solar professionals. We're attracting so many solar sales organizations right now. That's the fastest growing division of our company, is our enterprise division, where installers and solar sales organizations are joining the platform in record numbers because they realize that they can use our platform, get better pricing, increase their profitability, reduce their headaches, like Matt was talking about, not having to do payroll and all that. And they're moving their business over here. Again, the biggest and the brightest. So we're going to dedicate 4 weeks in a row to you being able to go out to these different types of people, mortgage, real estate, roofing, home contractors, and again, solar professionals and installers to join our platform. Our CEO posted something just the other day. He's very excited about not only new advances in the industry, prices are coming down dramatically on panels. AI has now gotten in the game and is contributing to sophistication of reducing the way that batteries are made and the cost of lithium, or the amount of lithium needed in batteries. And we're going to see drastic reduction in batteries, which is going to make us less dependent upon rebates and government incentives and things like that, and just continue to deliver pure value to the homeowner. So this is a very, very special, everything's about timing, right? I joined this company when there were 5 people above a clothing store on the beach. And now we have over 6,000 active sellers, over 50, 60,000 people referring around the globe. Will we go international? Of course. Will we start adding electric vehicles and other products to our distribution platform? Of course we will, because I believe that we are the renewable energy distribution platform of the future. No one is in our lane. No one can touch us. There's really no competition that can compete with what we're doing. And this is just the beginning. So again, don't get fooled by 400 million in revenue. We haven't started. Solar hasn't started. And renewable energy hasn't started. This is just the beginning. Before you're required by law to get rid of that gasoline car, before you're required by law, like in California, when you're building a house to get solar panels, this is just the beginning. And again, people like Matt and Brian and Raisa are just part of the reason that we're having the success that we're having. So culture is a big part of this, what we stand for. If you believe in a better world for your children and their children, having fun with great people who are like-minded and believe in balance But there's an old saying, you got to get out of balance if you want to get in balance. But you can do this as a side gig, if you will. Almost everybody starts on a part-time basis. It takes time to make money in the solar industry. You got construction projects that take 30, 60, 90, 120 days, depending upon where they are and the sophistication of the project. So if it was easy, obviously everybody would get rich quick. That's just not what this is. This is starting something intelligently with a plan, working with great people to guide you, having realistic expectations about what you can accomplish. And again, more important than anything, just building a better world for our kids and for theirs. So thank you to the people in Florida and our amazing tour here, the events in California with Chris. We've got major events coming up in front of us. But again, your mission tonight, folks, if you're here tonight, is to get back with the person that invited you, take advantage of no registration fee, and more importantly, take advantage of the next 2 weeks where you can share that with everyone you know and position yourself for Career Week and get in front of what is the inevitable future of renewable energy, a platform economy. If you didn't invest in Uber, if you didn't hit Airbnb, if you didn't get in front of Bitcoin, if you didn't get in front of Amazon, you can get in front of Powur. So again, thank you for attending tonight. We appreciate your time. Good night. Peace out.